Hello, hi. And don't worry about where I'm at and what's behind me. I came through with the 1 2s to just throw out there real quick. I was watching this video the other day, and the lady was talking about how it was something wrong with her medically, and her parents basically like hinder her from getting help and all this and all of that, and some other things. And she was like, it's not talked about enough about how shitty parents can be, and how give everybody else say give parents grace and learn to love them and meet them where they at. But if it's an ex or something like that, ex-friend, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you have to cut them off and leave them alone and not fuck with them no more, this and that. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And she was like, how is that a difference? Because I have no compassion. I know who my parents are. And I just, basically, she was saying in so many words, like, I just don't want to fuck with them no more. But people think that that's wrong to do. First and foremost, my response to that is no. And I didn't want to come on my page just talking about that immediately, because I know that's a sensitive subject, but I don't give a fuck, because I'm not talking about y'all parents. I'm talking about mine. And at the end of the day, I understand, and I always say that in my vlogs if you go back and look. I understand that y'all was once people, but using that shit as an excuse in today's world, oh, this is that. You found out how to do certain things if you want to party or whatever the case may be. You found out how to do that, but you couldn't find out how to take accountability for shit, apologize and try to heal. No, you want to continue the shit. And then you looked at as, oh, I talked to this family member. It's looked at as, oh, she just don't fuck with me no more. And then it comes behind like, oh, she just don't fuck with me, victim. No, you did what you did, and some people really hold people to those points of views. Like, I can only speak for me. My dad wasn't the best, but one thing I do admire from him, and I'm happy that I did get, is to take myself seriously. And if I'm not up to par for certain things, then I'm not gonna do it. And that's what my dad was, and he stood on that shit. Okay? It's a multitude of things when it comes to mom, but that's a whole nother situation. But it just comes down to the manipulation and the I did what I could as a parent and what was your daddy type shit like that. At 31, that's not gonna work. My dad is gone, rest in peace. I love my dad, but it's just certain shit for certain individuals in the world is not gonna work. And if I choose not to fuck with you, I choose not to. And I just wanted to say something about